Hello, Twitch.
Okay.
It's me and
Ast-
Lucas and a couch.
Ast- now you've made me say ass twice, Eugene. Astral Chain is $47.99 right now. That's 20% off. Doom
Mm-hmm.
is 50% off. Dark Souls is 40% off. Rabbids and Mario is 75% off.
What?
Yeah.
I already have that game, but I don't know I said what, but that's pretty good.
Diablo 3 is 50% off.
See? That's not bad. If I didn't
No.
already have Diablo 3 on 3 consoles, wait, I have it on the Xbox, PC, no, just 2 consoles, then I would maybe think about getting it on the Switch. No, I have it on the... Didn't it come out on Wii U, too? I gotta look it
I
up.
don't know.
I gotta look this up.
That is a game that, like, has never gotten to me past the visual state. Like you know how you look at a game and it's like, does it pass like the smell test, the taste test?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's never passed. Like I'm looking at it and I'm like, dark and gloomy.
You're like, nah.
And I like a good dark and gloomy game. Like Darkest Dungeon is really cool, and that game's got like a really kind of gothic art style. But I don't know, it doesn't visually appeal to me, and
I get
that's
that.
usually not a thing, but that's a thing for this one.
I get that. I like if there was a Diablo 3, but it was like, anime style, I bet you that would be kind of more
I'd
your
be much
jam.
more interested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh. I get
yeah.
that. So it was on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, but not the Wii U. But I had the 360 version. I knew I had 3 versions of this stupid game. And I hope
Xenoblade
Diablo 4 is
just
good.
came out.
What
Yeah.
what
Oh,
just
there's
came
a
out?
Diablo 4 coming out. Xenoblade.
Xenoblade just came out. Yeah, they
I
announced Diablo 4, but I can't remember many details about it aside that it's a thing.
I would spend so much money on Wii U games if those came out. Like Xenoblade Chronicles X, day one, I would pick that game up again to
Mm-hmm.
play through it. I loved that game. Star Fox, I'm always talking about that. I would love another chance at Star Fox Zero.
Mm-hmm. I would play. I would pay probably an unfortunate amount of money to play the Wind Waker again on my Switch. So give me that one.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, you port any Zelda game to
yeah,
Switch, and it's like, I'm
yeah,
buying
I'll
it.
get it right. Ooh, you know what? You know what would be awesome, but it needs
Hmm.
online play. I think at this point,
Four
Nintendo Land.
Swords.
Give me that.
Oh, Nintendo Land would be. I was always hoping they were going to do more with Nintendo Land. Like that
Me
the first
too.
exhibits were like the
Yeah,
starters, and then it'd be like a $20 DLC for an extra 5 things. Like,
yeah, me too.
dude, Nintendo Land was a fun game because it was
Mm-hmm.
it was like a completionist dream. There were so many things that were so hard to do on it. But
Right.
the problem with Nintendo Land is a lot of it was locked behind the two-screen experience, and that'd be hard to emulate on the
That's
Switch.
what I was just thinking. Like, how would you do that on the Switch? The only way I can think is like, make those online only modes or whatever type of thing, and then
Yeah.
you add more, single screen experience type of games.
I really don't remember how I did it or why people say that it's not like feasible, but I played all of Star Fox Zero on just a touchscreen without a TV. So I know it's possible. I don't remember if I think it's just I didn't have like the first person lock on. I think I just
Sure.
played it as like a Star Fox that also had motion controls for like
Right.
that fine tuning. And I think when it comes to like aiming, I think having that like motion control is really nice. Like, being
Oh
able
yeah.
obviously to use the sticks to move your character, but then being
The
able to fine tune with
for
like, this.
sure.
I mean, I
The
do that all the time with Skyrim.
I can't remember which first person. It's Overwatch actually. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
the way
I
it's hard to
think
go back to the
Paladins does that
Xbox One
too.
version of that game because
Yeah.
and granted, of course, the Xbox One version looks way better. It's gorgeous compared to the Switch version. But the Switch version, I feel, just plays so nice because I can just, that fine tuning. It just
Well,
really adds.
it's like Splatoon. If you're not using motion controls in Splatoon, you're
You're doing it
not
wrong.
playing
Yeah.
Splatoon right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong for sure. Oh, no, no doubt. Yeah, no, I think that was one of the best things to come out of this console generation because Well, I guess the only console that doesn't have motion controls is the Xbox, right? Because the PlayStation controller does, I want to say, right? Doesn't the
Oh,
PlayStation 4 have motion control?
yeah, I think it does with the DualShock 4. Also, did you hear that tomorrow they're doing this big PlayStation 5 like reveal event or whatever?
I will
Yeah.
definitely be paying attention to work during that event fully.
Because we're live on Twitch right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're sorry, Twitch. We'll be back momentarily. We're just waiting to get synced up, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
Sorry,
yeah,
that
no,
wasn't supposed to take so long.
And here
that's all
we are
right.
now.
We have, I think we only have the one question block question currently, so we should be pretty short on this next segment, anyways.
Yep.
All right, well, let me make a note that we're back. Lucas, I assume you're ready for the minigame.
Always and forever.
Cool. Then I will play the music, and then I will play you in shortly thereafter. Let me just find a track. Let me just find a Steve.
And Amadiddy, too.
I'll go with this one.
Are you a member of our Discord yet? You should be.
It's probably good. All right. Let's put a note in Audacity. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. False alarm. God damn it. Stop it.
I love
there we
that
go.
song.
It's good. All right. And away we go.
Are you a member of our Discord yet? You should be, because that's where you ask your questions for the question block segment now. Get there through infendo.com.
And we're back. So it's time for a mini game, and it's time for I guess me and Justin to play against each other because Lucas will be hosting tonight. So I'm going to toss it over to him.
You're absolutely correct. I will be hosting tonight. Today we'll be playing what has quickly become my favorite game on the show. Maybe not yours. Send your hate mail to our Twitter account. We are going to be playing bad game descriptions, which means I get to read some games that have really weird descriptions, and you guys have to try to piece together the information in those descriptions to tell me how much the game sells for on the eShop. Gentlemen, are you both ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
As ready as I ever am with this game.
Hey, fantastic! Let's get right into it then and start with round one.
Okay.
This game tells a tale of true love, an emotional action adventure through the galaxy, searching and seeking to free your soulmate. Avara and Avalyn live on Ava Planet, a peaceful garden planet. They love each other, but sometimes they argue or do stupid things that hurt. The game starts with a peaceful view of the world, breaks when we see two Avos get angry at each other. Avara stomps away to be alone, and very sad. Then Avalyn unfortunately gets kidnapped by stranger in spaceship, where Avara starts his journey to search and free his true love. Game features: classic side-scrolling action, emotional 2D platformer with all the modern parallax effects. Tightly tuned 2D controls: jump, dash, jetpack, parachute, swim and shoot your way through even the most deadly adversaries. Explore 5 different planets throughout the galaxy using your spaceship. Meet and battle cute and creepy characters in each unique planet. Enjoy using seven weapons.
Easy for
from
you to say.
short-range pulse gun to homing
weapon.
missile launcher. Kill enemies to collect limon currency. Operate your mind to solve some puzzles. Use limon currency to buy items or upgrades for your weapons. Beautiful painted landscapes with extravagant parallax give a unique sense of depth to a side-on world.
This
So,
game
gentlemen,
thinks
you're
a
already
lot
aware that this
about
game
itself.
has parallax, but are you aware of how much this game costs on the Nintendo eShop?
Okay, so I have to ask. I heard the word avo a lot. Is this like game avocado based?
You are playing as a sentient avocado creature, yes.
All right, then it's a 10 out of 10 in my book, and I think that this game retails for $25.
All right, $25 from Eugene. Justin, how much does this game retail for?
I don't have nearly as much confidence in it. something about the list of features kind of reminded me of back when interactive menus were listed as a special feature on DVDs. So I'm gonna go with. Not gonna go quite down as far as $5. I'll say 10.
All right, so we've got Justin at 10 and Eugene at 25. Gentlemen, Avocado actually retails
Avocado.
for
Oh my god.
$12.99 on the eShop. Congratulations, Justin! You
Dang
did better
it.
at this game.
Pretty darn close.
That's pretty close.
All right. Really should have used my Russian accent on that one because I don't have any more that are as like broken English as that. But let's move right on to the next
start
game.
out as broken English, but then once it reached
got
that,
there.
it just dove right in.
Once it reached the parallax.
Yeah, and I actually kind of tripped over my words too because A, it was very broken, and B, it was like light blue on light green for like the background and text.
Oh, God.
It was very hard to read. Let's move on to a different game that has a nice black background with some white letters for me. Oh. In this game, you play the role of the princess. Role is spelled with one L. Princess Cherry, who must advance through 6 different, completely explorable zones, loot chests with crystals that will increase her passive skills in order to advance. Period. Each zone introduces different elements, which must be evaluated in order to be able to advance, to examine how to advance, to examine the behaviors of enemies, and to fight bosses. Key features: 2 different weapons, new auto-upgrade passive skill system, 6 different exploration zones with a lot of looting, hardcore platform-based levels, autosave feature, hardcore fast fight bosses, 8 to 16-bit graphics, and an 8-bit to modern soundtrack.
Wait,
So, gentlemen, you're very aware...
Wait. Did you just say 8 16-bit graphics?
I said 8 to 16-bit graphics.
8
I don't
to
know what that means.
I think that's what we usually refer to as 8-bit plus, where it looks very retro NES, but it does has effects and colors and stuff that the NES couldn't do.
I'm actually kind of looking at it, looking at the gameplay screenshots, and it kind of just looks like they got different artists together, and some of them knew how to do 8-bit, and some of them knew how to do 16-bit. Because the character is very 8-bit, but the world looks kind of Shovel Knighty. Anyway, gentlemen, you know that this game has 6 levels. You know that you have 2 weapons. You know that they don't know how to spell the word roll. But how much does this game, which I am neither claiming is good nor bad, cost on the eShop?
I'm gonna go with.
I mean, there are only 2 weapons.
But don't forget, it has autosave.
And it has 8 to 16-bit graphics, Justin. I'm gonna go with $7.99.
Well, they very clearly don't know the difference between loot and looting, which are very different things. So I don't think they know. I think they're trying to shovel something into our pockets here. I'm gonna go with $2.99, $3.
Okay, so we've got $2.99 from Justin and $7.99 from Eugene. You
boy.
tied.
How?
This game goes for $4.99, and the reason I chose it is because the name of the game is Recnum, which
these people either have the worst grasp on the English language or the best.
Right?
well, that's that. So you guys tied on that one, which
That's
I think is a
unfortunate.
miracle. Eugene won the first one. Would you guys like to make this double or nothing and make this
Yeah,
last one
let's
worth 2
do it.
points?
Why not?
Okay.
Winner take all.
Okay. Woo, here we go. Last game, guys. Get ready for this.
Oh boy.
Hours of fun. Puzzles move on to the next level with this game. A mix between classic puzzles and a Tetris-style dynamic mechanic. Hashtag Woman Up is the hashtag for this program, which dedicates beautiful illustrations and emotive phrases to women on completion of every puzzle.
Whatever this is, I saw it on the eShop.
Senior for adults and junior for children age 3+. Guarantees hours of entertainment for all. Become an expert and finish the puzzles in the shortest possible time, and you will find yourself among the best in the world on the online leaderboard. You can also play with friends and family in the one-on-one split-screen competitive mode. Your rival won't make it easy for you. Don't give up. Fill an energy bar to perform a counterattack and put them in their place. Get 3 stars in the 25 puzzles with 7 difficulties each. This
Lucas
game
has turned
gives
into a Ninja Turtle.
This game gives great replayability. Dot, second dot, no third dot. Remember, without fun, there is no this game. Also, apparently this game only gives beautiful illustrations and emotive phrases to women on completion of every puzzle, so I'm real curious for one of you to buy it and tell me what it gives the guys. Gentlemen, how much does this game, which is currently causing the hashtag Woman Up to trend on Twitter, selling for on the eShop, when it is at full price, because it is currently on sale?
Whoa, boy. I feel like they spent most of their money on whoever wrote this PR freaking propaganda piece that you just read to me.
No, I actually want to say something to you about this before you guys start guessing here. The cool thing is the gameplay mechanic is kind of cool. It's a traditional jigsaw puzzle with like Tetris. So you're placing the pieces like in like that's kind of cool.
Okay.
But you heard the description, so you know.
Huh. Well, I mean, maybe this game was made by all women or something like that. So maybe they're really trying to play that.
It very well could be, and I'm
Yeah.
not bashing them. I'm not bashing the message. I think the gameplay, I mean, what I'm seeing in still shots looks cool, but I also read you the description, so.
Okay, I'm gonna go with $2.99. This is a $3 game, Lucas.
All right, so you think women are only worth like what is that, like 1/15 of what a man would pay for a game?
You
Cool,
gave me
got
a
it.
lot of.
You don't
you
value
gave me
women.
A lot of...
Justin, how much would you go for?
Well, thus far, I'm not finding where hashtag Woman Up is trending. Not saying it shouldn't be. I'm just saying it ain't.
Justin, how valuable are women for you? More or less than Eugene?
I didn't hear what Eugene said. I think I saw this in the eShop, and I think my first thought was, is this a remake of Bubble Bath Babes?
God.
So I'm going to go with $9.99. I think is where I saw it, but I could be way off.
So $9.99 and $2.99. All right. Well, gentlemen, first let me just say that I have a lot to report on this. Justin, you did win by getting marginally closer than Eugene. This game normally retails for $6.19 on the eShop, which is a weird price. It is currently 21% off, which I don't know why that's what they chose to discount it at, meaning that right now you can buy this game for $4.89.
That's so weird.
If anybody out there is a man and wants to tell me what you get,
if any of our listeners are men,
in lieu of
Raise your hand,
motivational
please.
phrases and gorgeous illustrations when you beat the game, please tell me, because you can buy this game, which is called hashtag Woman Up Super Puzzles Dream. So, congratulations! Oh, Justin won.
We did it. All right. Well, I guess that means that it's time to move on to the question block. We only have one question this week, and that's okay. So we have a lovely listener by the name of Schlacky Monkey. No, that's his name, Schlacky Monkey. He asks, what licensed character do you want to star in a modern game, and in what genre?
Licensed character do I want to star in a modern game, and in what genre? Spider-Man and Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I would play that on the
I have to
Switch.
think this one through. I feel like
I'd
every
buy
week,
that for $1.
I feel like every week when we get these questions, it's like wish fulfillment for us, right? And we get to say
Sure.
like, in a perfect world, I want Lando Calrissian in a Star Wars racing game. You know, it's like it's fun. It's fun that we get to do this. Like,
I laughed, but then I thought that actually sounds pretty fun. 'Cause, I mean,
Yeah. All right,
the
well,
Millennium
you guys
Falcon
are,
is the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy.
I
well,
actually
you guys
have an
are
answer.
thinking.
Oh, you
okay,
go-
good, because I don't. So.
Okay. I have an answer, but it's probably going to steal Justin's answer because every time we have a question like this, the answer is I want James Bond or GoldenEye, something like that, to come on the Switch, right?
For,
like,
for a
God
party
damn
game.
it.
Party game, right?
yeah.
Yeah, 007 Bash attack.
Give me, in an ideal world, I would take a GoldenEye remake with, like, you know, some beefed up graphics, maybe like a la Xbox 360 era type of thing, you know, but with online play. That's what that game needs. And then the ability for the developer to, you know, add map packs. So then maybe they can start, I don't know, throwing in the Perfect Dark maps or something like that. And then, I don't know, that maybe
Well,
we
like
can
the
have a whole-
opposite of what they did with Perfect Dark.
Yeah, where there was the faculty. Yeah, exactly.
GoldenEye, yeah.
I've,
Well,
go ahead.
damn you, Eugene, because that was my answer.
I knew it was gonna be.
James Bond in a first-person shooter. So I'm going to go with my generic avatar character or whatever in an open world mini game collection set in a Disney park or resort, not unlike the Connect Disneyland Adventures on the Xbox 360 or its re-release simply Disneyland Adventures on the Xbox One.
Or Universal Studios starring Woody Woodpecker on the GameCube.
Sure, but not really. I would love to see, especially with Microsoft and Nintendo having been friendly with each other. I don't know if that's still going on, but I would like to see a dual release. That would probably do better on the Switch, honestly. But I know that was an Xbox exclusive and produced by Microsoft Game Studios. But I would like to see a sequel to that encompasses all of Walt Disney World or all of the Disney parks or whatever, and basically this be the same thing, an open world exploration of the parks with mini games for all the attractions.
So I guess the licensed character you want is Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about Disneyland Adventures is you don't play as the licensed character, you meet the licensed characters, so, I mean, it kind of works.
There.
You took my answer, so you put me on the spot. I had to pull something out of my ass in a matter of 10 seconds. That's what popped in my head.
Well, Lucas has had many a 10 seconds, so I'm ready to hear what is on his mind.
I have a dream game for this series. So about 10 years ago, there was this cartoon on Cartoon Network that did pretty well called Adventure Time. And it had a very well thought out world that would have been a lot of fun to explore. And they have had a
show. My kids
they have
been
had
watching it.
They have had a number of games that have come out, but none of them have been
Good.
really spot on what I want. I want Nintendo to design a Legend of Zelda style Adventure Time game. I want Nintendo to make it. I want it to play and feel and act like a Legend of Zelda game, but I want it to take place in and incorporate just everything Adventure Time. And it would be
what kind of Legend of Zelda game at this point? Because we're
like
I
Ocarina
feel like
of
there's
Time,
4 types.
Ocarina
now.
of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, a good 3D Zelda game. I would freaking love that. I mean, it would be so much fun to be able to properly explore that world, and there's so much world to explore. So just throw that in there for me. Give me 7 or 8 dungeons. Give me different places to go to. Give me a nice story written by the original writers, and
Now that you mention it, that is a good franchise to do a Zelda clone in.
It would be a fantastic one for a Zelda clone. They have a few
Jake
games.
could be your Navi.
Yeah, they have a few games that are out, but there's just nothing quite like that, you know. So it would be a lot of fun. I would love that. But unfortunately, the show is over. They've released a number of games. None of them have really tried to. The best one, in my opinion, was the first one, which was done by Way Forward, which was kind of a Zelda 2 clone, but even that wasn't that great. So it's kind of one of those issues where you're dealing with like a lower audience for entry, even though it appealed to like all ages. It was definitely made with younger kids in mind, and you kind of mix that with the fact that the show is over now and they never had a big budget for something like that. So it's definitely a dream game, but I would like that a lot.
Awesome. Well, good deal. Well, thank you, Slacker Monkey, for giving us a question this week. Thank you, everybody who listened to the show this week, because we're just towards the end, so I think we're about to get out of here. Before we do, though, we're going to tell everybody where they can find us this week and every other week online. You can find me at Infendo Eugene. Make sure that you go to infendo.com to find Infendo's Discord, and Steve's Discord actually lives there too. Just go under the community tab, you can find that. And all the other fun stuff. Actually, this week we've been starting to post little segments of this live show on Infendo.com. So if you're into that, let us know. If you're not into that, I guess tell us that too, but you'll make me sad. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So go check out all the stuff. Justin, where can the people find you this week?
You can find me on Twitter at InfendoJustin. Also follow my Disney World open world mini games on Twitter at Utilidork, and at its long overdue for an update website, utilidork.com.
Good deal. Well, Lucas, where can the people find you this week?
The people can find me at my website, which is Chromatic Hue, where I occasionally, but not recently, post updates about the game I've been working on. They can also occasionally, but not often, find me on my YouTube channel, which is Lucas Peace, or they can occasionally, but not often, find me on my Twitter, which is at Chromatic Hue. And you can also find me on my other podcast.
I was just saying,
Justin and Eugene's back, which is called Hyper Voice. Episode 13 just dropped, and we're talking about all the stuff that's coming out in Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC next week.
Is it next week? Oh my god.
It is the 17th. It's the 17th.
Oh man. I got all these great sales, and I was waiting for the DLC to get Sword and Shield, and I just I don't want to spend $100, $200 on.
And oh my god, guys, a lot is coming out. Like we go over literally go listen to the show, because we go over all of it. We're on Spreaker.com /hypervoice. But like the legendary birds and their typing and everything. There's new Reggie Elec and Reggie Drago or whatever. There are 100 and I think 79 confirmed returning Pokemon so far, and a lot of them are good ones. Like Scissor's back, Skarmory's back, Kangaskhan is back. So go check out that episode. We have a lot to inform you on.
Awesome, good deal. Well, and we talked about Steve, but go follow him as well. We already mentioned his Discord. You can follow at infendo.com, but I believe his Twitter is at Gentis1, if I remember correctly, and then you can follow all of his happenings there. But if that is that, we are going to get out of here tonight, so thank you for everybody. We will see you later on. Get out there, go vote, be safe. If you're protesting, be safe. We love you. Catch y'all next week.
Stay inside unless you're doing something for social justice, in which case just please wear a mask, and also remember that some of these small business owners have spent most of their lives developing their businesses, so please don't loot, but peaceful protests are fine.
Unless you're playing that game, then looting is fine.
Oh gosh. Bye. Well, Twitch, I don't know if how many we have of you left. Let's see. Looks like we still have a couple of viewers live, so thank you. We love you very much. we don't have anything planned after the show
Now
this week. Like we
get
did last
outta
week, so-
here!
Yeah, so we're just gonna leave this time. So bye. We love you.